that his heritage was laid waste, that he should not fill the world with his cities. But this motherfuckers everywhere, fucking smart cities and bullshit, we're gonna destroy his whole power structure.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's another sign that you know them rats ain't the people of the Lord too, man. You know,
Where's the streets paved?
right?
Oh, right. Just that alone, like, you know.
Niggas still on the wall and shit.
Headbanging to the white meat show.
When you look at all these major cities in America,
Take us out. You in proper?
crime rate,
18.
fucking drug use, drug abuse, all the negative shit you can fathom is at an all-time high in the cities. LA, Chicago, New York, Seattle, San Francisco. Nothing but, I mean, you can fucking, you can imagine what's going down.
They said over here in the 77th Division of the police station, they're pretty much breaking records for gun crime.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas get gunned down.
Hey,
That 77, they wicked.
My man Tupac came,
Right,
traveling weapons.
right. But it's closely associated with the cities.
Yep.
Nothing but fucking filth and debauchery going on in the fucking cities. Because when you're out in the field, you're not inundated with all that shit.
Yeah.
You got fucking whores down here, streetwalkers. You got dispensaries on every goddamn corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Madness.
saying? Madness.
The
You can go on
smoke
for days.
piercer, food and shit.
Yeah. And real quick, in Genesis 6 and 11, the earth also was corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence.
Man, woo, that's beautiful. Start at the top of that and read on down from there. That was it, just like that you had.
Now you talking to doing that word to see,
I had the word for y'all. God.
Now we will read it.
Proverbs 18 and 11. The rich man's wealth is his strong city,
Mhm.
and as a high wall, his own conceit.
As a high wall, his own conceit, what this man thinks of himself is so beyond. He's a damn demon. Go ahead, huh?
The word conceit comes from the Hebrew word mashakya. And it says showpiece, figure, imagination, image, idol.
Oh, image, idol. Oh man. Hey, just like ancient Babylon, they bow to this image when the music played. Ooh, oh, that's crazy. Oh man. Yeah, I just got it. I can say how much you was like it. Like, you know, yeah, like when the music play, drop like damn to this image. Damn. Damn.
It says card figure of idols,
Damn.
imagination, conceit.
Imagination, his image, y'all. Then the mark, the karagma. Then you gotta bow down, or you're gonna be destroyed. Damn, dude.
That's pretty much it on the definition.
Violence was in the earth. His own conceit.
Verse 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty.
Well, there it is. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty. Before that flood came, is talking that shit, you know. Noah was out there. Building the ark. Like you could imagine what Noah knew from his fathers. You know, fucking Cain was telling his sons and shit about what happened. So they was like, man, fuck that, Lord, we're gonna take out the sons of God, the great men in the earth, because the sons of God were sleeping with the sons of men and the daughters. So it was great men in the earth, but they wasn't like immortal. So Esau created the weapons under the seed of Cain to take out the sons of God. That was their whole plan the whole time, especially when they found out shit they still here.
Yeah, because after Seth was born, he had a son. He named Enos, I believe.
Hey, the spirit.
And it said men began to call on
the name of the Lord. And we're gonna bring that out because it's a beautiful story. Because they all like, you know, the dude rapping about killing niggas and shit. Then we had Seth, have a son. His name was Enos. I think of Enos means man. So it's but the upright man. Because Adam was on the earth when there was other people, but said the Lord breathed into him and he became a living soul before the Lord. So he was man, but he was upright. See, it says man was made upright, but he had sought out many inventions. And it says that the wicked have seduced. See, the sons of God were seduced by the wicked, and they were destroyed with him, save Noah. Right? So go ahead, I read that in
Back in Genesis,
John.
said
Before
4:25.
before you get that, get Proverbs 29 and 8. Come on. And can a brother get Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 18?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 8. And it reads, scornful men bring a city into a snare.
Oh, scornful men. Esau Edom has brought his whole kingdom into a snare, into the grips of Yahweh Shai, and into the grips of these other nations. The other nations drunk with wine, and now they're mad. Hold up. Fuck. They're going to come against this place. Go ahead,
But wise men turn away wrath.
wise men turn away wrath. So the elect is going to have the Lord turn away his wrath from them, like Noah, was shown favor during that time. Build this ark. If you and your family took in there, I'm about to destroy the whole lot of the rest of these. And what we going to enter into? Change the chariots, right? Go ahead,
If a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there is no rest.
There is no rest. Like, there ain't no point of us yelling at Esau for being the devil. That's what he was created to be. Ain't no reason for us yelling at 2/3 they're gonna die. Ain't no reason for us to try to, join hands with the heathen. They ain't gonna get in. Yeah, let them. Hey, we here for the elect, and we're here to prophesy not only unto our nation, but unto all nations, so that you'll know it was told you that a prophet had been moved. Yeah.
The bloodthirsty hate the upright.
That's Cain and his descendants going against the sons of God. We in that time now. Esau hated Jacob and his whole line, his seed, all of them. I don't give a fuck about. I hate them all. Though he smiling in your face, we friends. Though he hates our people.
If you look up that word scornful in the blue letter, it goes into bragging or boasting.
Oh man,
And that's what this nigga does, against our people.
Yeah, he brags and boasts. He's happy that our women are killing the babies. He's happy that a nigga shooting, canceling out another nigga. He happy that niggas love America. He happy that niggas is joining his military. Yeah. He bragging and boasting.
They said no one will take us down.
Damn, it is that there is no God.
But he's God.
But he
And remember who was out? I saw an Edomite. It was an Edomite devil walking with a book, and the book said, "I am."
Wow.
God complex.
He is.
The God complex.
I am shit. He's destroyed. I am nothing. I am wicked. Yes. I got that.
It says, but the just seek his soul.
Now read that again.
Proverbs 29 and 10. It says, the bloodthirsty hate the upright, but the just seek his soul.
Hey, just seek the soul of the upright. The elect, because that's who Esau really wants to kill in his time, is the elect of the nation. The rest he got these niggas, man, lock, stock, barrel, shit. But them, oh shit, we gotta get them. We gotta create weapons for them. We gotta create a weapon to take away their faith. We gotta create a weapon to fucking get in their bodies to hack them. God damn, we gotta become their God. That's what this devil is doing, man. Hey, go ahead.
They want the elect. This is Revelation 12 and 17. It says, and the dragon was brought with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
The elect. But we have already won.
That's right.
We've already overcome you, devil, through the blood of Hamashiach.
If I can say real quick, just like when you look at that in times past, how that Cain's wicked ass line was trying to kill the sons of God, but the Most High ended up destroying their asses, and he delivered Noah, which represented the elect.
The elect
Right.
at that time. Yeah.
And King David said he had never seen the righteous forsaken, man.
And just to be clear, the woman represents Israel.
That's right.
Yeah. And also, yep.
The remnant is the elect.
Yep. And then you go higher in the chapter that represents Mary having Yahushua and Herod wanting to kill him.
Right.
Because he knew through this man, this nation is forever. Just like Seth, it was a conversation for Abel.
And that wicked nigga Herod, he actually studied the scripture, so he knew
Piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, just like the sons of Cain was like, they was looking at Cain like, how was you rejected though? Like, I killed him. But hold up. Like, how you more powerful than him when his blood was speaking, you know, like, talking shit.
You know, he's behind and shit.
Yeah. No, fuck that.
You know, I am the chosen.
Just like he is lying right now. I'm the chosen. You lost me. Nah, it's us. Right?
I was chosen.
It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
The elect, they gonna come to war with us. They gonna come with it. They gonna come with everything they got. You know?
Which keep the commandments of the Heavenly Father. Woo! And have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
That's the danger. Because who else had the testimony? The righteous Jesus. He is trained. He is learned. He is dedicated to one only.
And that scripture lets you know this devil, his main target is us. Like out of all the Israelite camps, like he knows the difference. He knows who has this testimony. And it's starting with the apostles at Great Millstone on down. So everything he's doing is directed towards us.
And that's why in Bocas, that's how you know he an Asian. He was just sitting out to discern that, man. That's why he said he was the most sincere. You know, he already, we know he's an Asian all day. So if he knows, then he saw no damn shit.
Our niggas did the same shit.
Yeah, good.
And when Esau to get us, we might tell him something like, yeah, I was shy, like I was out on the streets daily.
You never saw it. Take me.
I saw you drive by every week.
Yeah. But he want to come at 3 a.m. to get us.
You under arrest.
We may not even be there.
Right. Yeah.
Because he got his plan, but y'all
That's like, believe it or not, all these agents are being edified, man.
They are. Hey, and to prove that, a few years back when they had that YouTube team, them agents that was watching all the brothers' videos, and some of them had to do therapy and shit. Because they was like, how can you deny the truth? And they listen to it every day.
Bro, hey, that's like Pilot's wife.
Yeah, that had to do with y'all. Have nothing to do with that. Just.
How can you go up against truth?
Right.
Hey, I'm speaking as a fan of one dude on the comment board recently hit us up. He was looking like a high Mason, you know, but he couldn't deny the truth. He was like, hey man, gather all my GMS brothers. But he kind of like bugged out. But
you're my son.
Yeah, you know,
what he was saying though.
Yeah, that's the spirit. That's he repent.
Hey, does a brother got wisdom of Solomon? 18. Come. And can a brother get Proverbs 21 and 20? Bring yours out beside
this Wisdom of Solomon 15 and
14 and 18.
14. Okay, so like this Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 18. Also, the singular diligence of the artificer.
Hey, who is the artificer? Tubal Cain of every craft of iron or weapon. So they back now doing the same thing. But they'll make idols. Back then, you can make an idol out of iron. You can make whatever, damn conduit and shit. Like Molech, they take the babies. There's a fucking big ass statue of a demon and shit.
A metal statue.
But Cain didn't just make idols and shit out of the ore. He made weapons too to attack the righteous during that time. Esau was doing the same thing. Go ahead, huh?
Also, the singular diligence of an artificer did help to set forward the ignorant to be more superstitious.
Now the people out here superstitious, like the unknown and shit. Like we letting you know of Yahweh Shai right here. But Esau making it seem like, well, the Lord really ain't got no control over nothing. We're just here. Nah, get the fuck out of here. The Lord has enemy control. He has all-knowing control. He's the one that made Esau think the way he thinks.
For he, peradventure, willing to please one in authority, force all his skill to make the resemblance of the best fashion, and so the multitude allured by the grace of the work, it took him now for a god.
Hey, now who is known as a god now? Eve, through what? His science. And what do they make it? Not just an idol, the Buddha smiling and shit. That no, they made that they're like, this gonna make the blind see, the lame walk. They're trying to do the works and miracles of Mashiach. Yahushua already did that, man. But he's trying to do it on the left hand. Nah, with technology you can live forever. But we already got eternal life through Yahushua.
Right, that's the spirit. Because when you go into Esau's story, when he first came out, he said when he was trying to sell that snake oil, you know, that was the same shit he was pitching. He was pitching that it was the cure of all things, it can heal you from everything.
He did.
And it was nothing but fucking oil.
Hey, he did what he did what Moses did in the wilderness, lifting up the serpent, which represents Yahushua. He did that with his medical shit with the snake on it. Like, you look to me, then I'll save you. Yep. And then the niggas that was dying, he's like, oh shit, hide it, shit. We don't know that.
Misinformation.
Right.
But niggas dropped dead right there on national TV.
The first day it came out.
God damn.
And they got a commercial about that nurse that dropped dead. They got a commercial talking about that was a conspiracy theory.
Get the fuck out
Like
of
she
here, man.
dropped dead from something else.
That bitch 2 years
She was
dead.
just tired, you know.
To the point where this devil had to come out a year later and make a commercial about it.
You can't get over it. It's like you're still trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
They're still talking.
Too late. Too late, you know. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 20, and so the multitude allured by the grace of the work took him now for a god.
The multitude is going to be a lord, just like the multitude was a lord by fucking Nebuchadnezzar's statue, the shit that he built. Everybody fucking bowed down except the three holy sons. And they were cast into that furnace. That was the penalty. You realize when you cast the same hour into a fiery furnace, man. And they was in there praising the Lord, man. You know, like fuck the music they was playing. Shit, we all saw that. Yeah, because they was dropping bars in the furnace. So I was having everything praised. You
It was getting hotter.
Yeah, it's getting
crazy.
The beer was
getting
coming
hot,
up.
you know? Yeah.
Which a little before was honored, which a little before was but honored as a man, and this was an occasion to deceive the world.
Now they're going to deceive the masses with this technology, with their pseudoscience, with this corruption. They're going to make it seem like it is the cure to all your problems, but it's not. It's only the beginning of your problems.
For men serving either calamity or tyranny.
Well, calamity in the earth, Yahushua is doing it on both the right hand and the left, but these devils on the left is like, nah, it's something we can use. Can't let a good crisis go to waste. And also, they buy more when blood is in the streets. And also, this is a part of their plan, order out of chaos. Chaos first, then we're going to bring the order. So that's what it is. Either men going to serve calamity or tyranny. And that's what Nimrod was known for, being a tyrant. He forced all the nations to build that tower through tyranny, man. And that's exactly what they're doing with these nations. So a man, Klaus Schwab, saying you're going to own nothing and be happy. Fourth Industrial Revolution, we all going to be one under the enterprise. See?
Hell no.
It all connects. Go ahead.
He ascribed unto stones and stocks.
It's the idols, man. Nothing, no breath, no life, no nothing. They ascribe now this power to what? Science. But not real science. Pseudoscience, false science. Right. Falsely so-called. Falsely so-called. Go ahead.
And ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name.
And then devils get on TV and it's like, it wasn't by the devil, God, it was by science and shit that they cure people. So when they do bring the Lord out, they talking shit. Like ain't no God. Like that demon Harari, man. He's like, there is no intelligent God of the clouds. But that's us with our clouds. It's just bugged out, bro.
But then, yeah, in the CERN, they know that somehow their physical presence is intertwined with the energy that's in the earth.
And that's beautiful because they know that they're communing with a demon.
Right.
And they'll let the people know, like, that's why they got the fucking Satan churches and shit set up.
Yeah.
They know that they serve Satan. They let everybody know that they serve him. He saw Edom, self-proclaimed white man. And also, they're letting the world know that we talk to demons. But the word demon is not evil or bad. It just means higher intelligence. Yeah, that's the CERN. That's what the CERN is all about. Them tapping into.
What's crazy is they show you straight up in that series on Netflix, Stranger Things. They show everything in that.
That microchip is like a robot. It's like a higher intelligence. It's pretty much gonna read your insides. You know,
it's a connect.
AI.
In season 2 or 3, when they were underneath the mall, that fucking shopping mall, they literally showed CERN.
Yeah,
and it broke through the portal. Yeah, to let the demons.
Yeah, you brought it upside down and shit.
Yeah, they also show how agents was after disguising themselves as other people and shit.
Go ahead.
Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
See, these people are living in the great war of ignorance. They're ignoring the fact that there is a power and that he controls both sides. That's the scary thing. Like who would do this? You're the devil. You're worse than the devil. Nah, he ain't worse. So he is the devil, man. Esau Edom is the devil. Yes, he gonna go that far. He's that fucking diabolical, that crazy. They don't think he that fucking crazy shit. But this piece of shit was created for the day. Evil.
Bro, this devil is trying to open a black hole intentionally.
Yeah.
Like, you telling me that ain't crazy?
Yep. Hey. Multiverse of madness.
It's low level, but they got a hot Cheeto drink now.
What the
They would have killed you. That's straight poison.
Niggas excited about it too. It ain't easy.
It's a hard job, but he does it the best.
And fucking Frito-Lay has traces of pork in it. So that's another way he just.
What don't got pork in it?
Bro, I like me some, the Fritos.
Some chili Fritos.
Hey, everything is for our sakes, because now, we in the age of that woke shit. But now, certain people starting to make like alternatives from the bullshit. Like you could get some shit that's Frito-Lays, but completely different. You know, with none of the bullshit.
Yeah. And the world is being changed into that of Jacob.
Yep.
It's a little too late.
And we're about to eat real food because when these people went out of food, the Lord gonna bless us with heavenly food. Right. We really even get full and shit. Like that's a real meal.
Satisfied.
You're gonna be satisfied when you're hungry.
Hey, the Lord, he can do anything. He can put like a chemical in the air that you breathe, and it gives you all the nutrients.
Sustain. Hey, great miracles is coming.
That's right.
Those so great plagues called they peace.
These stupid ass people, those great plagues call they peace. The food is a weapon. The air is weapon. Yeah. Every goddamn thing. The clothes. But you calling these times peace? These are times of great evil.
You got these civilized Christians that'll tell you this is God's country.
Right. Hell yeah.
Ain't that a lie?
What God? God of this world. Satan's country.
This is verse 23. For they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revealings of strange rites.
So they sacrificed their children, secret ceremonies. Now it's an open burial shit. They slew one another traitorously. That's what was in the earth before the flood. Violence.
This Psalms 36. The transgression of the wicked said within my heart that there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes. until his iniquity be found hateful.
That's Esau Edom. Now he out with it like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, nothing. I'm about to kill everybody. He's letting you know that he's gonna kill you, and people still don't see it.
Yeah, I was watching a video of this nigga Bill Gates talking about when he was asking the question, is our healthcare system gonna cause overpopulation? And in the middle of, long story short, in the video, he said, well, looking at the research, it shows that we're not getting the effects of overpopulation, but we seem to be leveling out with our health care. So how is your health care leveling out?
Killing your life. Hey, in the food, like the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, what does food have to do with drugs? Because they go hand in hand. They put the bullshit in the food so you eat it and get sick and then go get Esau drugs. And that's why these people can't see, because their pineal gland is destroyed. All right, their spirit is corrupted. That's why they can't see what's going on.
They're on that sorcery.
They're eating that bullshit food and then they taking Esau medication.
And Esau's medication is fucking sorcery.
Hey, that's why they all have a side effect. And that's why these scriptures are right on point, man. Because this nigga will game you up. He'll sell it good with you be watching TV, you know, whatever you paying, you got a commercial come on, man, or YouTube ad come on, saying the same shit that's in your head, trying to convince you to get it, man.
Hey, man, this dude is the devil. He is a weapon. He's a Lord's sword. Even David prayed, deliver me from this man, which is thy sword. Men of the world. Now we went through the line of the wicked. Cain, weapon. The son that he had right after was who was it? Right? No. It was Enoch. Enoch, a trained man, dedicated, learned man, built the city. Wickedness. I already know. Then he had a son named Irad. What did that word mean? Fleet. And he was a fugitive. So went around. And he had a son, through Sahel, who is God? Where he at? I don't see him. And that's when Esau is starting. Where he at?
Right.
And
then the next one, Methuel means a man of God, because that's Esau saying, I am God.
Oh yeah. No, he was smitten of the Lord. Then he hates the Lord.
Oh yeah.
Then the next one was, who is God? Where he at? And then Lamech, he became tall. Then he had a son, Jabal, which was a stream. Now, how did the stream of water? And then he had music, right? But how did Esau sing his stream out in this time? Through TV. That was the stream. To fucking get everybody into sorcery. And even the people that were behind, the television, they even tell you that now everybody can have Satan in their home. Satan is in your house.
Really, this whole abortion thing is a big satanic ritual, man. Because abortion is the sacrifice to Molech, and the Satan is to tell you that on their fire, man. The Satanism or the Satanists are the main people pushing this whole thing, man.
My body, my choice.
In our law, it tells you not to pass your seed through the fire. And that goes back to that demon Molech, because it was a big ass metal statue of a bull. And they put a fire underneath it, so it heated the metal up, and then the people would come and put their babies on the hands
and fry them up.
And it was just fry the baby up. But now spiritually they doing that all over again through many ways, because you got the literal abortions, but then these people are sacrificing their children to Esau by telling them go to college, learn all his madness and shit. The jazz.
Alphabet agenda.
And ultimately, he became a traveling weapon. If you don't get down with his get down, he's gonna come over there with the sword, slay your ass. So this man is Cain. He is what he was, but he's just under a different name. A Joshua wasted away his heat, and he's red. They continue out in that Genesis.
Back in Genesis 4:28, Salakia 25. And Adam knew his wife again and bare a son and called his name Seth. For the Most High said she hath appointed me another seed instead of Adam, Salakia instead of Abel, whom Cain slew.
Can you get out Proverbs, Ecclesiastes 7:19?
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 19. And it reads, wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city.
Hey, now, the wicked he not built that city, right? So all them damn devils that was in there, they ain't got nothing on the righteous, on he who has wisdom. Because on the other line, the other Enoch had infinite wisdom, future events, he could see things. He had a testimony. Read that again.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 19. Wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city.
Ooh, so greater than the mighty men is the wisdom that you have. Then it says wisdom are better than weapons of war. So on one line, they was building weapons and shit. On the other line, wisdom.
Yeah, it said they begin. Oh,
It is. Go ahead, we'll get there.
In Genesis 4:26, and to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos.
Enos, which is man. And at that time, what happened in the earth that fucked up all the wicked plans? Oh yeah.
Then began men to call upon the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Then men began to call on the name.
Our weapon.
Our weapon.
Right.
It's not just a book. It's a weapon. But back then, it wasn't written down. It was oral. So, hey,
and if the Israelites weren't born yet, why would it say in the ledger, or to call themselves by the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua?
oh, that's it. Yeah.
Uh-oh. There you go. That's it. Then at that time did men begin to call upon the name of Yahweh. Because at the very same time, Tubal came, creating weapons and music and shit. The wicked vibration was out, but then the righteous vibration came. Name spread out through the earth like, oh,
That's music.
and they was like, he was like, hold up. Oh, then when they heard that name, bro, that fucked them up. Like,
Yeah.
oh
Because
shit.
Cain probably told him. He told him his
like,
story.
Yeah, just like on Planet of the Apes, remember? He's like, this is how they took us over with the gun. He's like, cursed them all to hell. You know, Cain probably died and shit. It was fucking yelling. He's like, the one who did this to me is the God of the righteous. Yahweh.
Yeah.
He probably died and shit. And they knew, like, oh, okay, they on the earth. And boom, they heard the name again and fucking up.
Scriptures say the Lord's name is disrupted.
Yeah.
That's what that's what happened.
Oh man, they're like,
I heard that.
oh shit.
Niggas bumping.
Yeah. The name, you know, that's the spirit. Now go to chapter 5.
Genesis chapter 5.
Jump down. 3, 2.
This is the book of the generations of Adam in the day that the Most High created man. In the likeness of the Most High made he him. Male and female created he them.
Damn, so all people were created at one time. One day. That the 5th day, the 5,000th year. But there was a line of Adam that was chosen, the Lord breathed into him breath of life, which means the understanding of the Lord, of him.
That Sade song, you gave me the kiss of
life, the kiss of love. Yep, that's it. That's exactly what happened. Your love is king, and we just forever married to the Lord at that point. I don't care what you say. Right. Go ahead.
Male and female created he them, and blessed them.
Blessed them, plural, them. Wasn't just two people, it's multiple people. But there was a line of Adam, and his woman was of his next of kin, close of kin. Ooh, that was a spiritual line. It was a righteous line. That's why I said, and Adam knew his wife again, and there her another son. Because he was like, the hell came through. They was cool with Seth. Oh, Seth, you know, to replace Abel.
In the day when they were created, And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness.
In his own likeness. Woo! We know who Adam is. Oh, man.
After his image.
Man, woo!
He called his name Seth.
Oh, man.
In the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth was 800 years.
800 years after he begat Seth was 800 years. Well, how old was he when he begat Seth?
And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness.
So he was 130 when he had Seth to replace Abel. Then he lived after he had Seth.
And it says, and the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years. And he begat sons and daughters.
Man, so he begat sons and daughters of other people. But there's a story of a particular line of one of his sons, Seth. And Seth had a son, Enoch. That's when men begin to call upon the name of Yahweh. Now we're going to go into keep going up.
And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years.
Damn.
And he died.
And he gave up the ghost. But he left behind him a revenger of his enemies. If a brother can get that. He that teaches his son, breathing, you know. That's when it comes into play, like, oh shit, the wicked thought they had earth. Yeah. But nah, Adam taught his son, Seth taught his son, against his enemy.
And Seth lived 105 years and begat Enos.
And that's who began to call upon the name of the Lord. And then men start calling upon the name of the Lord during Enos' time. Right now, can you jump down to 17?
I got it.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 30 and 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Oh man, yeah, hey, you know that was something grand to talk to Seth. Like, well, how'd you get it? Well, you know, Abel. Before me, he's righteous. Cain killed him. What about me? Then boom, and I have my then men start calling on the name of the Lord through my son. So, and they lived a long time, so you know they was teaching their sons, bro. Teaching them. And these men lived hundreds of years. Right?
No, I was just going back you up. That's how they were able to call on the name of the Lord.
That's it, bro.
It was taught to them by their fathers.
Yeah. That's it. You wanna?
Verse 17, and all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. And Jared lived 162 years, and he begot Enoch.
Woo! Now Jared, you get the word Jared there. And now we, I want to skip down because there's a lot of names, so we got to get the main one. Jared, then Enoch, then Enoch begat Methuselah, and then, on down to Noah.
So Jared in the Hebrew, Yarad, it means descent.
So hey man, his descendants was gonna be great in the earth because the one that came after him, damn near lived that full day. No, the one that he begat is translated, and the one who begat him was the one that lived almost a full day, 1,000 years. After that, Lamech, the righteous Lamech, which the righteous became powerful in the earth too. We in the face, what's up? And boom, Noah. So it means descent. So the righteous descent is going to be a threat against the wicked. And then they probably found out, like, oh, just like when Yahweh Shaka was saying, hold up, who is to be born king of the Jews? Same story. They like, well, hold up, what the righteous? But you said that they, they was bugging out. I thought the righteous was gone. Nah, he was here the whole time, being trained under the nose of these damn devils. Went out.
And Jared lived in 162 years, and he begat Enoch.
Yep.
And Jared lived after he begat Enoch 800 years.
Man,
and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years.
962 years. He begat Enoch. Now Enoch was taken up. Keep reading, huh?
And Enoch lived 60 and 5 years and begat Methuselah.
Now Enoch lived 65 years. And when he was 65, he begat Methuselah. Right? Go ahead.
And Enoch walked with the Most High.
So his whole life, his conversation, everything about Enoch was Yahweh Shem Shai. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You gonna call it, and you know, he probably had a hit off there. You call it that shit, what you that? He didn't give a fuck, like, man. Just like right now, they want us dead.
And these were mighty men of stature. Enoch wasn't worried
at all, bro.
He said, and he coming with the thousands of heaven.
Right.
But they wanted to take him out so bad, huh? And the Lord had to come get him up out of there. Just like David was in the midst of the battle. He called on the Lord sent a chariot and got him out. The difference between David and Enoch is Enoch was taken into the heavens, translated out of there. David was just taken, moved to another place. Go ahead, huh?
And Enoch walked with the Most High. He begat Methuselah 300 years. He begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years.
365 years, because he didn't die like the regular man. He had Methuselah when he was 65, and he lived another 300 years walking in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, having a testimony, cursing the fucking wicked out. And the wicked was like, we gotta take this dude out, man. But then the Lord's like, nope, I gotta come get him out of there. Now let's go to Jude 1 and 14.
I got it.
Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 10.
Woo!
It says, he pleased the Most High and was beloved of him, so that living amongst sinners, he was translated.
Man, that's Enoch. Kanawa, the righteous Kanawa. The righteous, dedicated, and trained and learned man in righteousness. Righteousness is your word. So, it said that he was living amongst sinners. He was translated.
Yea, speedily was he taken away, lest that wickedness should alter his understanding.
Man, because the sons of God was falling through being seduced. Man, the mighty men in the earth at that time was hunted down. You can just imagine what was going on. Come on, man.
Or deceit beguile his soul.
Or like, because you know, all he was hearing was that the nigga music of the time and shit. You know, niggas is lament, like, yeah, I killed man, shit's over her. Like, it's a bullshit, man. They just taking us out.
For the bewitching of naughtiness doth obscure things that are honest, and the wandering of concupiscence doth undermine the simple mind. He being made perfect in a short time fulfilled a long time.
Woo! So him being there on the earth for that short time fulfilled a long time, because what he taught Methuselah and what he learned, that was powerful, man. He had a testimony for these damn pieces of shit. I mean, I seen the future, man. I seen way in the future where Lord's son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, will come with 10,000s of the saints and do you niggas in.
Yo, for his soul pleased the Lord, therefore hasted he to take him away from among the wicked.
That's it. And the wicked was destroyed in the flood. And then the wicked came back, and they're going to be destroyed with fire and by the righteous of the Lord's country.
It says, this the people saw and understood it not.
So the people knew that he was translated. Where'd he go? But still, they didn't lay it to mind. Like, just like it says, and the righteous is taken away from the evil. Oh.
It says that his grace and mercy is with his saints. Woo! And he hath respect unto his chosen.
Man, he have respect unto his chosen. His mercy is to his saints. And who are the saints? Israelites. And at that time, to God. Go ahead, huh?
It says, thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the ungodly, which are living.
Woo! Hey, Abel. He's like, he dead. He gone. But yeah, his blood, him from the spirit of cursing the old weak ass out. Eve. And it was cursing Cain out. Abel's blood. Cursing his ass out. Man, this dude killed me. Man.
And youth that is soon perfected the many years and old age of the unrighteous.
Man.
For they shall see the end of the wise and shall not understand what the Most High and his counsel hath decreed of him.
So they ain't going to understand what the Lord has decreed for the wise. That's why I said by the strangeness of his salvation. What? Oh, damn. You know, bro.
And to what end the Lord hath set him in safety.
Woo! We're going to be set in safety through the plagues. And then when the missiles come and the Lord shakes violently the earth, we're going to be taken up into the chambers until the indignation be overpassed as it were for a moment.
They shall see him and despise him, but the Most High shall laugh them to scorn.
Hey, they despise Enoch. It said, hey, we have a word that our enemies cannot gainsay. This is, yeah, they hear it like, call you. You know, like, these are men of renowned stature, sons of God. Like, bro, that wasn't just a name. It came with power.
Yeah.
Like,
and they shall hereafter be a foul carcass and a reproach among the dead forevermore.
Woo! So this wicked is going to be a foul carcass and a reproach among men forevermore. Oh yeah, Jude. Sure. Now this is the testimony that Enoch had, and the brother just read how the Lord cared for Enoch and took him up out of it. Same thing the Lord is saying towards his elect. Man, so their mind won't get corrupted. So, you know, though they living among sinners, I gotta get them out of there.
It says he has respect to show.
Woo! That's it.
This is St. Jude, beginning at verse 14. It says, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai cometh with 10,000s of his saints.
Woo! Cursing your ass out, man. Cursing the wicked out during that time. Hey, man, Yahushua Mashiach is coming with 10,000s of his saints. To do what, huh?
It says, to execute judgment upon all, woo! And to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed.
Woo! Yeah, because they was committing some madness before the flood. Lord said that great cataclysm, but he said, but they ain't all. They ain't it. My son is gonna come and fuck you niggas up. That's right. He gonna come meet you face to face. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him.
Hey, so they speak madness against our Lord, our Savior, us. Hey, Lamech was speaking, the wicked Lamech was speaking shit about the righteous. Like, man, I killed a man, yeah, to my own hurt. Shoot, if Cain gonna be avenged 7 times, then I'm 7 times 70 and shit, I'm gonna be avenged. So these devils is talking just like that right now. Man, there is a God, shit, we can face it. Whatever, man.
And these devils speak through nigga music. All the lyrics and shit that these artists, Young Thug and all these demons write and perform, Esau tells them to do it. Esau literally tells them, say this in your next album.
Yeah.
Because it's really Esau's words. They father the devil.
Yeah. Right. That's exactly what happened during the time of Cain and his descendants. The music came out, but they used it wickedly. It was a stream that went out of wickedness. Yep. And then you had my man Bill Wickedness, the sons of God. And at the very same time, then on the righteous side again, to call on the name of the Lord, Yahweh. And then they were trained up in the ways, Yahweh Shai, on down to this man's descent being great and good. Go ahead.
That's the spirit. The brother brought up the music because this dude Kendrick just released some new bullshit, and it's funny because he had the damn album. He was going into being an Israelite. No more music for like 5 years, and now he dropped some bullshit. Going into some, you know, LBZ, your auntie, a faggot and shit. No one gives a fuck, nigga.
That's a man who's castrated in the spirit and in the flesh. Huh?
Yep. Niggas true, man. That's what happens when you sell out to Esau either.
How you gonna let the devil make you afraid of who you are?
Right.
I don't understand that shit. Man.
But you know what? The blood of that nigga is on Nate's hand.
Yeah.
Who counts if the nigga come out of, man?
Yeah.
IUIC.
Hey, but even before he was famous, he ran into the one sucking them out in Hollywood.
When
Yeah,
you,
so
young
he
K Dot.
knows about the truth.
The Lord ain't dealing with no scary ass individual. He's dealing with you being brave and courageous. To him. That's why we going through these the great men of the righteous line, man. We seeing what the wicked is doing. We seeing what the wicked is doing in this time. It ain't nothing, man. You know, hey, we got more power on our side than we even know. Right? We got power in the word. Hey,
Hey, when you go into Jacob and Esau, it says Esau was a man of the fields, you know, so he was of a strong stature, all right, but Jacob,
Liver King here.
yeah, right, but when you look at our forefather Jacob wrestled, Esau, he didn't have a spirit to wrestle with an angel till the sunrise with a broken hip.
Hey, in order for you to wrestle and grapple like that, the Elder Barak brought up, it goes into wrestling, grappling. So when you grappling, bro, you gotta have a higher mind, and you have to have technique.
Right.
That's one thing Esau ain't got, his technique.
And he was
The technique.
yeah, and the point is he wrestled, he grappled with an angel.
Yep.
Right, Esau didn't have no spirit like that.
Like, and you gotta have the breath.
Hey,
You gotta have a heart of a lion.
now he got his little shit on his side, but he threw. The elites are not really all that smart. They just keep doing the same damn plan. They like the damn Wile E. Coyote going to Acme, going to get the same shit, trying to get the bird and shit. Shit don't ever work, but they still go get it. But that's them. Like, they're smart in wickedness, but it's just the same shit. They're like, well, we didn't go well last time. We'll do it again. They're doing the same stuff that they did during the Greeks and the Romans, but now they had the technology to do it. Go ahead.
Not too wild.
What brother was on Genesis? Get that Psalm 34, get a brother hold that Genesis 5. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 30, this is Sirach 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
So your counsel is through E, bugged out. You ain't gonna win. You're done. Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna destroy you. And when you come first, the Lord gonna lift up the standard.
Right.
And you gonna be through it. That's it. Just like when they try to come for Enoch, Kanuak, righteous, Lord had to come get him up out of there. Translated. Nah, you can't have it. Not this one. Go ahead.
Genesis 5.
17, but I think he was in oh, brother back now. Can you get that Peter though?
No, I got Peter.
Did you read that song?
Not yet.
Go ahead, read that song.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 4. And it reads, I sought the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears.
Hey, Enoch was delivered from all his fears. But he had a testimony. He's so on fire. Yo, Jay. It's like with Steph, wicked ass niggas had to kill Steph because he's cursing niggas out. But how much more you cursing wicked out? The motherfucker got the power. Hold up, man. Yeah, niggas, hold up. In my own hood. Damn, Enoch didn't give a fuck. Kind of rock. Man, fuck you, man. Hey, how about my shot gonna come with 10,000 of the saints to convince all you motherfuckers that y'all through, and you through, and you done.
That's right.
I shot.
Right. Hey, and I was also Jacob too, because Jacob, he was on the run from Esau.
Yeah.
But what did he do? But Jacob sought the Lord by wrestling with that angel. Because he knew out of that would come a blessing. So that was a way of him seeking the Lord, and the Lord heard him and delivered him.
And he made peace with him.
Yep, he put a spirit on Esau to give him a hug.
He's
when
okay.
they finally met.
That's the spirit, because the scriptures say that if man's going to please the Lord, even his enemies shall be at peace with him.
And who is Esau coming with? He's coming with armed men.
Yeah.
I believe like 400 strong. So when you think Cain in the earth was a traveling weapon, he had a fucking fleet. They moving around. They were controlling that like, niggas,
Yeah.
man.
So yeah, Esau was traveling with armed men, but Jacob just had his family, his seed,
And his cattle.
and he was so smart. He separated them. Like, hey, if Esau get us, hey, y'all will be good.
Oh yeah, because he had his servants have his children and the women in one band, but the band he was in was a band of angels. If you read it, if I'm not mistaken.
It shows you that women ain't supposed to be, on the battlefield.
Because it was uncertainty. He didn't know what was going to happen. He really thought Esau was coming for his head. His mom told him. That's why his mom sent them away.
Yeah, surely your brother will kill you. Get out of here. That's it. Go ahead, all right? Calm. I'm sure.
Psalms 34:4.
Man,
And it reads, I sought the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai,
sought the Lord. Go ahead, all right?
and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears.
And the Lord delivered. I believe this is David, right?
God, Psalm of David.
And then his brother gonna get Peter. Is David again? And you can receive it. Amen. Jacob. Oh man.
This is 1 Peter 2 and verse 25. It says, for ye were as sheep going astray.
Who is our shepherd? He found us. We heard his voice. We were going astray, but then we came back to our shepherd. Go ahead.
But are now returned into the shepherd and bishop of your soul.
Woo! So we are now returned unto Yahweh. Same thing happened with Seth. Abel was dead. Shit, Cain thought, all right, the righteous ain't going and grew. Seth came, knew it was trained in the image of Adam. Who is Adam? Hamashiach. Yahweh, if you can receive it.
That's right.
Adam, avenger of himself in the earth against the wicked. And he had a son. Men began to call on the name of Yahweh on down to Jared, which was a good descent. And then he had a son, Enoch. Enoch had a testimony, was translated. He had a son, Methuselah. And we're going to go into the word Methuselah, that name. Okay? Can a brother get real quick? Brother get Psalm 37 and 28.
I got the word. It means a man of the dark.
Man of the dark. It's like a dart. Hit you on the point. Yeah. Hey. And who also hit at a point? David with the stone. Motherfucker, get out of here. Sunk in, dropped to nothing. He took the sword, lifted his head up.
And Methuselah was the longest living man.
Almost that full day.
Almost one day.
The Lord. And he heard some great things from his father, Kanoah. And of his father before him, man, we come from great lines, son. The sons of God.
Imagine the conversations him and Noah had.
Man,
See, because he passed during the year of the flood. So
man,
120 years ago was prophesying Methuselah was there.
You know your grandfather was taken up to heaven.
And it's beautiful because the next name Noah something that was spiritual. So go ahead after.
Stay righteous.
Man in the dark, right? Could you get the root of the word man?
It means male, man.
So Methuselah is the man that was chosen to be that dart, right? To sink into the mind of the wicked, to be a dart in their fucking heart. Hey, like Absalom, what did he get in his heart? From Joab, 3 darts. Hey, Methuselah was that dart to the wicked. Oh, shit. Look, no. Now go back to name something. And I believe his name in the Hebrew is Matha Washalach. Matha Washalach. That's his name in the Hebrew. That's hard. Now Shalach, or even to say lie, in the Psalms.
It says weapon, missile, sprout.
It's louder, right?
Righteous weapon. Weapon, missile, sprout.
That's what Methuselah means. Weapon, shoot, a missile, a projectile weapon. Right. Get your ass right there. You got it. And the word,
it says sword.
Sword of the righteous. Hey, it's not just a book. It's a weapon.
Hey, it says put them off.
You gonna put your ass on. You through. The righteous is here to cut you wicked off. Y'all done. It's through. Your age is done. Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it. That following.
Right.
More says a missile of attack.
Ooh, spear. The spear. It says a shoot of growth.
Oh, hey,
God.
something that's planted.
I was gonna say you said shoot earlier. And that's going into sprout because Yahweh Shai, he's likened up to a sprout as well. Shoot. You know, that's why that's when you go into the word Nazareth and Nazarene, that's what it goes into.
Branch.
Yeah.
Shoot, right?
God.
Oh yeah, it says branch here too. Yep, it says branch.
Yeah, it's a plant, right? Plant of the fellowship.
Yeah, plant.
Look them up to put off the wicked. Who should be a avenger, right? Just like Philistines had their champion, and the Lord had his, which was David, you know. And brother got the honey, and they stay away. Now that was his name. Now can you get I believe it's in Psalms where it says spear. I believe it's in Psalm 32, where David asked the Lord to be his spear and his shield against the wicked. Yeah, I'm not mistaken. Might be 30. Oh yeah, 35. And start at the top. The point is in 3.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 35, beginning at verse 1. And it reads, plead my cause, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, with them that strive with me. Woo! Fight against them that fight against me.
Woo! Now that, it was something.
Look, we delivered for you.
Hey, that's spirit. His granddaughter Enoch's son, he had that testimony to the point they wanted to take him out. And he was translating. Then he raised up his son Methuselah, who was that weapon, a missile of attack, a sprout, a branch, a plant, a sword against the enemy. They are through. Done. Lord, hey, David said, fight against them that fight against me. So the Lord was fighting for the righteous. Go ahead,
Take hold of shield and buckler and stand up for my help.
Woo!
Draw out also the spear.
That's also what Methuselah means. Spear, sword, draw spear after them.
And stop the way against them that persecute me.
The Lord is keeping the wicked and put them all like the children. Get back, man. You can't come here because the angels of the Lord, you can't find about them that fear him.
Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation.
So the Lord is our salvation. We ain't got nothing to fear.
Right.
Whom shall we fear? Go ahead,
Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul.
Man, was not the wicked of Cain's line put to shame? Great flood. Put an end to it. They ass. Your ass out. Wicked ass sons of God that fell to seduction. Your ass was put out. Seed of man put out. The animals put out. Except for those commissioned to be on the ark, Noah's family, and obviously the animals and the seed. So everybody else put the hell off. So go on. Now let's go down the line. Keep reading that.
Back in Genesis 5, 23. Says, and all the days of Enoch were 365 years, and Enoch walked with the Most High, and he was not, for the Most High took him. And Methuselah lived 187 years and begat Lamech.
Man, so Enoch was taken. He walked with the Lord. His whole way of life was geared towards Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Then he had his son Methuselah, which was a weapon, projectile weapon, missile of attack, a sword, a sprout of the righteous, a weapon for the righteous, a missile from the righteous, a dart in your fucking heart that the righteous is here.
Yeah.
And then he had a son and named him Lamech, which means the righteous is powerful on the earth at this time, well as the wickedness. Right now, hold up. There's a remnant out there of the righteous that's still there. There's still no other power that created this whole thing.
So it was a Lamech and the Enoch on both
Sides,
wicked
both
and
sides.
righteous line.
Yeah, they were trained in different factions, and then both powerful.
It's the same thing now. You got Jacob and David Rothschild or Robert.
Oh yeah, yeah, they Yaquab on the wicked side. Yeah.
You have Methuselah, you have Methuselah.
Hell yeah. Said that he was smitten the other Lord, but Methuselah was a weapon for the Lord.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
Because he's probably thinking like, "Am I hurt?" Not knowing that somewhere in the earth, righteous is being born.
And Methuselah lived after he begot Lamech 780 in 2 years.
780
In
2 years. But when did he beget Lamech? How old was
Methuselah lived 187 years.
187.
Begat Lamech.
And begat Lamech when he was 187. And that being having a child at 187, you was young, man.
Yeah.
Still vibrant.
You was a baby, according to that time.
And why 187?
Right, that's the thing for murder, right? How
Lord,
they
they-
say 187 and shit.
Hey, you to take out to cut them off, cut off damn wicked out the earth.
Right.
Well,
Methuselah lived after he begat Lamech 780 in 2 years and begat sons and daughters.
now he begat sons and daughters, but the main one that he begat was Lamech. Powerful. He is powerful in the earth because he was going to bring forth who? Well,
And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died.
he's the oldest man to live. And then he died. And you say the same year.
Old Methuselah.
Blood, the Lord took him. Go ahead. Huh?
It says, and Lamech lived 180 in 2 years and begat a son, and he called his name Noah.
Woo! Noah, which means comfort. Go ahead. Huh? Or rest. Because now the righteous can rest. Like the wicked go, hey, we resting, aren't we? Hey, the wicked, y'all got it. Y'all gonna be destroyed. We good. You know, whether we live or die, we are the Lord. Y'all gonna be destroyed. We gonna have peace. Go ahead. Huh?
And he called his name Noah.
Noah, which is in the Hebrew is Noah, which means comfort or rest.
Saying, this same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands.
Oh, and who's gonna comfort the righteous in this time? The elect. Some people like, look, the damn white man got away with everything, and this, that, and the third, fucking transgenders, all this crap. When is it gonna end? When the elect is sealed. When the Lord returns, it's gonna be over. That's when it's gonna be over, when the Lord is in those skies. When he's mounted on the largest chariot, which the world is ignorantly called a UFO, a spaceship. And when he's taking up his elect of these people, and they're changing the twinkling of an eye, that's when it's over.
In this lifetime.
In this lifetime.
Right.
And that's when the wicked is going to be no more. And they're going to be, the ones that do remain, is going to be found out, shackled up, chained, and put to work. And it's going to be a new world. Just as it was after the flood.
Right.
This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands.
Hey, so we're comforted. We just praising the Lord like this. Elijah came back. All right. We don't King David is all right. The elect is sealed. Esau is over, man. He's done. Right. Do this out of here, man. Nigga out of style like what's out of style? Cassette tape. You out of style.
Now you nigga
Hey, that's
out of style like FUBU.
Noah, his name Nah, it means rest, but in the root word is Nawa, meaning rest in place. It says the same shall comfort us.
Woo, the same shall comfort us. Hey, the Lord said, I will not leave ye
Comfortless.
Right.
Hey, this is our resting place, right here.
Come rest with us.
Yeah, come enter ye in, and we gonna enter into, like on Blues Clues, you jump into the book or the painting.
We can too.
We gotta jump in there. We hiding in the word, man.
Yeah, right. That's what the spirit, you know, who Yahweh sent is the comforter. That's what comforts us through our trials and tribulations, and Him we catch the truth.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that out of all this madness that's going on, we still got hope that we could be in the stead of Enoch.
Yeah.
All right, or Noah, and be delivered from all this bullshit.
And lively hope,
Yeah.
lively hope.
Yeah, because nobody else in the world, they don't got hope. They may even know, like, think about all these so-called sea theorists on YouTube, alternative news. They exposing, you know, Alex Jones, they exposing all of what this devil's doing, his depopulation plan. But at the end of the day, they don't have hope of salvation.
No.
They don't understand or know how they could possibly be delivered from it. But we have that through the Holy Spirit.
Right.
So the water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Rakatha Yahweh Bashir.
Started at 12. At 12. And you know you got Genesis 6, right? And this is why the Lord brought the great flood. We're going to the storyline of the history, man. And we in the very same story, but it's far more advanced. And this time, Yahweh Shai is going to come back. Right. What Enoch prophesied. The Lord going to come back with 10,000 of the saints. And this world is going to end with fire. What manner of person are you to be? As Enoch was trained, learned, dedicated to the Lord. That was his conversation with Yahweh Shai. Hence, he was translated. That has to be our conversation. We can be translated, taken up. Yeah, that's right.
Says, and he called his name Noah, saying, this same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed.
The Lord hath cursed the ground for our sakes. Going back to Adam, really that woman, that damn serpent, which was people, woman. And then Esau Edom, when he still had his color, under Cain, then his color was stripped from him. And the Lord put a mark on his ass. And he was just wicked from that day forward. Yeah.
And Lamech lived after he begat Noah 595 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died.
It's 777. We split, and I was powered. Completion. And they're like, hey, it's beautiful because there was a scene on Star Wars episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Remember when Anakin went to go look for his brother? But when was spiritual, was when she comes, she's like, you're so handsome. Like, and she's like, now I am complete. I was scared, like, so the niggas like, I love you. I love you. Like, you gonna be cool. It's great. Like, dying now. Just like David, when he died, he told Solomon to take these niggas out, hit them, and then I'm good. And show yourself a man like that. Be for the Lord.
Isaac, after he gave Jacob that blessing.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready. Go ahead.
And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Woo, so Noah was 500 years when he begat his sons and lived about 120 more years prophesying, building that ark, and then the flood.
Shem in the Hebrew, Shem, it means the name.
So through this particular son of Noah, the name survived. Yeah. Just like when Enos came on the scene, and men began to call on the name of Yahweh. That's a beautiful story. Beautiful story.
If you're not interested in this, like, man, I don't know.
This is your history.
You should lose interest.
You can't.
You do. You have a block.
Yeah.
This is like a movie to us. Like we here standing here, but like we see it.
It's our family tree. Yeah. Now, has anybody got the Song of Solomon 3? Get that real quick, because we're in Esau's city now. We're in slavery. We're the captive that hasteneth to be loosed out of this prison. So we're in Esau's city. We're that same poor man. That city is about to be besieged, and we delivered the city, but nobody remember that same poor man, as it tells you in Ecclesiastes. We're telling you that this place is about to be destroyed. Ain't nobody listening to us like Noah. Hey, this place is about to be great flood. The Creator gonna bring waters upon the earth. Nobody believe Noah, but they know what it's saying.
This is Song of Solomon 3 and 2. Yep. I will rise now and go about the city and the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth.
So we went out into the streets like, man, hold up. We had to go find who our souls seeking after, who we love. Yahweh Shah. So we went out into the city. Whether we physically went out into the city or the internet highway, as they say. We were searching.
I sought him, but I found him not.
You didn't find him at the first. Man, this can't be life. This shit's bugged out. This fucking devil. Who gonna get this fucking piece of shit, man? All the stuff he done to our people, we think our people just think he just got away with it. He cool. He fuck y'all niggas. Like, if you can't beat him, join him. Nah, he gonna be destroyed. Right. Go ahead.
The watchmen that go about the city found me.
Who are the watchmen? The men of the Lord, the prophets, found us. And what they do?
To whom I said, saw ye him whom my soul loveth?
Now, they actually, we went to the apostles inquiring. Really, we didn't even have to say nothing. Everything we thought, they answered.
That's right.
Spirit. Now, can you jump to 5 and 7?
Verse 5, it says, I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
And you know what's beautiful? Like you said, what did Methuselah tell Lamech and Noah during that time? Right. And then what did Enoch tell him? You know, like, damn, like a lot. A lot was being told. They were being trained up in a righteous way. Go ahead.
I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love till he please. Now, we want the Lord to come like yesterday, but we can't stir him up or wake him up before his time. Like, say, hold up, chill out. Hold up, you gonna get this work. We got a lot of work to do. But we know we close.
And that's the scripture to say, occupy until I come.
There it is.
Right. And one of the things that they were occupied in, we don't know what the conversations was like, but we knew it was about prophecy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Because he had a testimony.
We continue in the conversation.
Hey, in the testimony of Mashiach is what? The spirit of prophecy.
Yeah. Just tell you the wisdom of the ancients. Where are those not the ancients?
Occupied in prophecy.
It says in verse 6, who is this that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke?
Who's gonna come out? Hey, who's gonna come to this earth as a surprise, but not to us? Yahweh with the armies of heaven.
It says perfume with myrrh and frankincense and all powders of the merchant.
And you know that's the Lord's favorite fragrance is frankincense and myrrh. That's what was burned in the temple constantly. You know, and that's mingled with the prayers of the saints in the heavens.
It says, behold his bed, which is Solomon's.
Hey, that gave you a clue. Right. So, because you know, when you about to marry a woman, we're the virgin daughter of Zion, right? We're Zion, right? And we're going to be married to the Lord. Paul said, I have espoused you to one husband. You're a chaste virgin. Right? So when we lay down, when you lay down with your woman, that consummates the marriage. And that's what the Lord's going to do when we're taken up into that chariot with him. That's going to consummate the marriage, the communion. Right.
80 valiant men are about it of the valiant of Israel.
Ooh. Now,
chapter 5 and 7.
I think that was 3.
No, jump to chapter 5, verse 7. It flowed though.
Yeah, that was good.
It was still on point.
5 and 7. It says the watchmen that went about the city found me. They smoked me.
Hey, so the men that went about the city, the watchmen, found us and beat the hell out of us. Like, oh shit, damn, getting your ass beat spiritually like that.
With the word. It was
good shit. Rodney King.
It says they wounded me. The keepers of the walls took away my veil from me.
Hey, so they wounded us, to the point we needed healing, and they took away the veil from our eyes. We were blinded at first. The Lord gave us the eye salve to see this devil. Esau, Edom, and his plans, wicked, and spreading himself like a green bay tree in the earth.
I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem.
That's going into the men. Even though it says daughters, it says going into the men. We're a woman unto the Lord as a nation. We're calmly and delicate to him. We're not easily persuaded or had by these different philosophies. We love, we're virgins. We're one. Our virginity is for one only. That's cool.
If you find my beloved, that ye tell him that I am sick of love.
Yeah, like it said, the birds maketh the heart sick. But did he ever go? Like, you know, you get like that, but you gotta shake yourself out the dust and keep fighting. You know, that's why the Lord called a soldier. Like the war ain't over. Remain a soldier till the Lord is like on like on food diet. You know, but that was it.
Judo kick.
And that goes to show you that was a custom in ancient Israel. When you would betroth the wife, she had to wait as long as it took for the bridegroom to come back. So that's what we had. We waited. We put her on ice. Now go to that Isaiah. Can you get Isaiah 34 out? And Zechariah 5. It's going into the city because the Lord's going to come destroy this city that his love is trapped in. Woo. We're trapped in that high tower. The goddamn dragons round about.
Search and rescue.
We need to search and rescue. Black Hawk down. We need to knight in shining armor, which is Yahweh shot on that white horse. I don't give a fuck who's saying that it ain't, but it is the Lord on that.
Trapped in the castle guarded by a
pure
dragon.
power, man. Ain't Pegasus and shit. Go ahead,
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, beginning at verse 12. And it reads, I, even I, am he that comforted you. Woo! Who art thou, that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die?
Hey, so Yahweh Shemel Shai is the one that comforts us. He's like, man, what the hell you afraid of a man that shall die? Who the fuck is this? Like, Lord, like, why the fuck you afraid, man?
You ain't scared, is you?
Oh, yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't fear. Don't doubt. For the Lord is your God. He gonna fight for you.
That's right, huh?
And of the Son of Man, which shall be made as grass.
Woo! Man.
And forgettest the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai thy maker.
A lot of our people have forgotten Yahweh Shem Yahushai days without number. We have remembered what the Lord has done for us and what he's going to do, what he has promised, what he did for our forefathers during the age of the sons of God. It was never forgotten. They trained up there to be a weapon, to be powerful in the earth, to be a remnant left to generations to come of having faith and being righteous.
That has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor.
Our people fear continually because of the fear of the oppressor. Hell with this guy.
As if he were ready to destroy.
As if he was ready to do something on his own time. No, when the Lord makes him strike, he will strike. And when he does strike, the Lord is going to lift up the standard against him.
Right. And where is the fury of the oppressor?
Where is that? Where you at? This dude is all talk, no fight. No, he got firepower. But be not afraid, because the fury and the evil and the plagues are for the wicked of our people. Jacob's trouble is for the wicked of our people, for the righteous.
The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose.
Man, we in a foreign city. We in fucking Babylon, man. We in Babylon, and we're a captive, hasteneth to be loosed from our bondage.
And that he should not die in the pit.
So we will not die in this pit, die in this system, this fucking digital system that they're coming with. They want you to have nothing and be happy. Go ahead,
Nor that his bread should fail.
Hey, that's it. Woo. Lord ain't gonna have the bread of the righteous to fail. Hey, David said that I was young and now I'm old and never seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread. Go ahead,
But I am Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai thy power that divided the sea, whose waves roared. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts is his name.
Remember that. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts is his name. Yeah, during the time of Enos, then men began to call upon the name of Yahweh. That was it, King. Get Job 23:11.
This is Zechariah You said 5.
The Lord is going to come destroy this city.
That's right.
And he's going to save his anointed, his elect.
Zechariah 5:4. I will bring it forth, save Yahweh of hosts.
The Lord is going to bring forth the chariot. It's going to be a curse upon the face of the whole earth. But for us, salvation, deliverance.
And it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Esau stole something. He didn't just steal lands and an identity, but he stole people. And we're still in his hands. And in our law, it says if you steal a man and if you found in your hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Right. And into the house of him that swears falsely by my name.
This demon Esau Edom swears falsely by the Lord, acting like he for the Lord when he ain't. He sitteth in the temple of the Lord, saying that he is the Lord when he's not. He's just a tool to be used for a time, this time.
And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
The Lord is going to bring that chariot that he's going to be on into the house of the thief. And it's going to fucking destroy all that offends out of his kingdom. Remove it. And also it's going to remove this man's city and his kingdom is what's it missing. Written in Joel. So they going to hunt those, climb over the wall, get in there, and destroy it. And ain't nobody going to escape. That ain't to escape. As it said, before them was as the Garden of Eden. After them, desolate wilderness. You get Isaiah 63:1. You got real quick. That's it. Sasaji, can you hold Micah 4:10 real quick?
Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
So, that day is going to enter into the house of the people. Who is this that cometh from Edom, capital city of Edom, America, Babylon the Great? And I think Basra is also known as like a pin, whatever, like with the animals and shit. So the Lord has a great sacrifice.
If Edom was destroyed already, when in history did this happen? Because according to vocab, Edom's not here.
Yeah.
But so when did Yahushua come back and do this judgment? You know?
Yeah.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
So that must mean that, like you said, Yahushua already came back in glorious fashion. This should be known in history.
Right.
But it has not happened yet.
Yeah, well, we already cut that in Obadiah. The very last verse, it says the Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. Right. It says, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Woo! Mighty to save who? The elect of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And those of our people scattered among the nations that hear this word and it resonates with your spirit. That's it.
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Now this is poetic justice. It's written poetically that the Lord is going to kill a lot of people. That's why I say his garments was as it were covered in blood, as if him treading in the wine fat.
Yeah. A precept is in Isaiah the 19th chapter. That talks about that. Verse 3, it says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Man, Lord was alone with it though. Hey, even though he coming with the angels and them, he's like, man, I got you. Like, the Lord gonna kill a lot of people, man.
For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Lord gonna come do damage. He gonna put an end to Esau, Edom, his power structure, his kingdom, him, and save his elect. That's right.
For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
That's all that the Lord is thinking about is the day of vengeance and the day of the redeemed of the elect. Lord, when is this beautiful day? Because the day that he says the elect is as a man that's gonna marry his wife. A man always think about that. It's almost here. Then the day when he has vengeance on his enemies, a dish best served cold. You know, you know, you got the reception. We're having Esau today. There he is. No. It was Isaiah 34.
It's Isaiah 34:6. The sword of Yahweh Shemi Shai is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of kidneys of rams.
That's the slaughter that the Lord gonna bring in the land of America.
And it's Salaki, the brother mentioned Basra. And when you go into Basra, that's a place where they keep sheep.
Sheepfold.
Sheepfold, yeah.
But not only the sheep be up in there, you know, the other animals.
Yeah, goats.
That's why the Lord said rams and goats, bullocks, you know. Anything for slaughter is in that place. Go ahead.
It says, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for Yahweh Shemi Shai had the sacrifice in Basra, and
The
a great
city is America. Go ahead.
and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Because who rules this land? Edom. Said that their riches are their strong city, and the walls their own sea, thinking they can go up against the maker. Lay it out.
It says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls.
Yeah, so Esau's power structure, his satellites, his fucking space station, all that's gonna rain down on this fucking place. Everything that Esau had, all that fucking space junk and all that shit, gonna be moved out the way. This shit out of here, man. That's how the Lord was throwing tables and shit over when he was whooping niggas' ass. He gonna be whooping the Earth's ass and shit.
Hey, in Revelation 12, when it talks about the war in heaven, it says that Michael was going to cast this devil back down to the earth.
Make it quick work, and then there was no place found for him. He had no kingdom.
Put them things on.
That's the spirit.
Not only do they have that space junk, there's this thing called Starlink, which is a blanket of fucking satellites.
Yeah, that's
Around
Elon Musk shit.
Yeah, straight up blanket of satellites around the globe to provide worldwide reception. To get on the smartphone.
All that shit.
Yeah, when they show you images of it, it really looks like a web around the earth. Not nothing but satellites.
Yeah, that's the snare upon the earth. But with that same web or snare is the net to catch the alone. How about that? Vicious and hit. Yeah. Go ahead. That was it, huh? You get Jeremiah 49:13. Bring yours on.
It's Micah 4 and 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field.
In the world, we've been scattered among all nations. We're in the world. The Lord said the field is the world. The angels are the reapers. They're going to separate the wheat from the tares. Go ahead, huh?
And thou shalt even go to Babylon.
What Babylon, though? Right. We were delivered out of ancient Babylon, and that kingdom didn't fall by fire or destruction. It was just translated into the Medo-Persian Empire as a capital, right? It was a transition of power. This Babylon, the Lord said, and there shall you be delivered. How?
There shalt thou be delivered. There, Yahweh Shai shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemy.
There it is. See, Lord, the Lord said, there, here, Babylon, will you be delivered? How? In glorious fashion, strangest of our salvation. And there, our enemies are going to be what? We're going to be delivered out of the hands of our enemies. Their slave ships and spaceships. There it is. Yeah. Before you get that, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 4:17.
49 and 13. It's all good, huh? He's going into the destruction of his city. At the same time, deliverance.
Jeremiah 49:19. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan.
49:13.
Jeremiah 49:13. For I have sworn for myself, said Yahweh Shemi Shai, that Basra shall become a desolation.
Now we know where ancient Basra is, huh? Petra and shit. But it said a desolation, like nobody gonna be there as soon as it's done. Forbidden zone. So it's not talking about ancient Basra. That Basra is talking about the new Basra. America.
That statement alone lets you know, man, that Most High is a Jake, bro. He said, I swore by myself. Me. Read that in the context, that man, it's on me.
Go ahead,
for I swore by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes.
Perpetual waste. Yeah. As the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, so shall he overthrow this place. Right. This city. I believe that was it. I got that, Micah. I was ready. Are you all ready? Did you have there? No. Yeah. We'll go to 22. Yeah.
Jeremiah 49 and 22. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Basra.
How is the Lord going to fly? In the chariot, spaceship, the fathership, and he going to spread his wings over Basra.
And he got healing in the wings for not for Basra.
Yeah, man, that's it. Yeah.
To save and destroy.
Hey.
It says, and spread his wings over Basra, and at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs.
What you gonna do against that? If the armies of the world were so afraid and yet there's fight, the Lord sent out a laser on their ass, and it was just nothing but dust and smoke. And Ezra was like, and I was afraid. How much more America when they see him who they thought would never come? To see him the way he is, whom have called the Negro inferior and a thing of naught, to see the Savior, the Son of the Lord, look just like that. Hey, Kennedy's voice. Woo, there it is. He's like, those are his people. He's like, he will always choose his kind over mankind.
Right.
That's it. Now you got that, Job.
It's the book of Job, chapter 23, verse 11. And it reads, my foot had held his steps, his way have I kept and not declined.
Woo! So we got to keep the ways and the steps of Yahweh Bashim Shah. Our foot have not declined from his ways, just like Enoch. Now I say he walked with the Lord. The Lord actually come down off the throne and just mobbing with him. No, means every aspect of his life was geared towards Yahweh Bashim Shah. His worship, his praise, his power, his might. That's what we're walking in that same fashion. All right. So we can be translated like Enoch.
Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips.
That's kind of like, you go back all that, man.
I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food.
Hey, bro, we have been given the hidden manna, as it says in Revelation, in that white stone, quit it. All our crimes, right? All our sin, except yeah, that's it, man. Now I know in the Apocrypha it talks about Enoch. I think that's in the Sirach. We can end it on that. Going into there was none like Enoch, and then it goes into Seth, Shem, and Adam. And
that's a beautiful statement about Enoch, because like you said, there's going to be some of us that don't taste death. Yeah. So we're going to be translated just how he was translated. Lord willing.
Lord's will, bro. That's what it's all about. You have to believe these things.
Because there are going to be some members of the elect that are martyrs, you know. They're going to have the spirit to endure that.
Hey, look at the righteous line. A lot of them actually died, but they were like cool about it. Yeah. They lived for hundreds of years.
Right.
So, hey, it's all good.
Scriptures say precious in the sight of the Lord.
Now you got it out. So you get Hebrews 11, going into Enoch also, and go to Noah.
Die for Yahweh Shemel Shah, that's really a great Christmas. Yeah. Like if you think of the man who have died for him, most of them got a whole chapter, or you know what I'm saying, like stepping. They're memorable men. Yeah. You know, Yahweh Shah, the most memorable.
Men of renown.
It's an honorable thing. Yep. Die for you.
Hey, and it says in Adam we all die, but in him Mashiach we live.
Yep.
So, and he overcame death. He defeated death. So that's powerful, man. The wicked can't do that. Nope. Ugly ass brain chip ain't gonna do that for you. Nope. Righteousness will. Righteousness is immortal. That's great.
Bar.
Hebrews.
Okay. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 5.
Going into Enoch. And it was by what that he had that testimony and that power. It was translated by what? He got clowns out here making fun of us for it. But hey, great things is done.
Right.
By this.
And it reads, by faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found because Yahweh Shem Yahushai had translated him.
Now, can you jump to 30? I think it's 30, 32, bro. And then we're going to jump back to Noah and the brothers. Okay. Read that. Sure.
Jumping down to verse 32, and it reads, and what shall I more say? For the time would fail me to tell of Gideon and of Barak.
Now, these men all came after the era of the flood. They came after the era of Noah, all the way down to Abraham, past Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, to patriarch. These men, same men of renown.
And of Samson, and of Jephthah, of David also, and Samuel, and of the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms.
Through faith subdued kingdoms. Through faith, Enoch was cursing out the wicked all through and was untouched. Taken up out of there. And Methuselah was weapon, a projectile weapon, a sword, a missile of attack from the righteous to let the wicked know y'all done. Y'all through. And through faith, these men subdued kingdom.
Brought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire,
3 holy sons,
escaped the edge of the sword.
Hey, David and many others.
Out of weakness were made strong.
Oh, man, think of all the different travels he had through the faith. Kept him strong.
Waxed valiant in fight. Turned to flight the armies of the aliens.
It reminds me of King Asa, who was the father of Jehoshaphat, that went against a 1,000,000-man army, called on the name of Yahweh, fucking turned their ass to flight, slew all of them. Ethiopia. That was it. Now jump back to Noah, and then this brother.
Noah. Okay. Hebrews 11, verse 7. And it reads, by faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet,
the great flood. But you know, his forefathers told him like that. The wicked gonna be through soon. That's why Lamech was like, hey, this is my son. Of all the toil and the labor that we had to labor since the earth was cursed, we gonna receive comfort through my son. From the power. How about my son? We gonna receive comfort for all our labor. Go ahead.
Moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
Became an heir of righteousness which is by faith. Now we're gonna close out with what you got.
It's in Sirach 44:16. Enoch pleased Yahweh Shem Yahushai and was translated, being an example of repentance to all generations.
Be an example of repentance, and Noah was an heir of righteousness through faith, by faith. Enoch was known throughout all generations of what repentance can get you. Go ahead, I'll keep reading.
It says Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath. He was taken in exchange for the world.
Taken in exchange for the world. For the whole world. And even the world of Israel, the elect, is taken in exchange for them. The Lord said, I just want a grape for the clustered rest. Let the multitude perish.
Let them grow back.
Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came. An everlasting covenant was made with them, that all flesh should perish no more by the flood.
Hey, that's with all flesh. But there was a covenant made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob unto their seed and their seed only of great and precious promise.
Abraham was a great father of many people.
Oh, man.
In glory was there none like unto him. Who kept the law of the Most High and was in covenant with them. He established the covenant in his flesh. And when he was,
which is circumcision.
And when he was proved, he was found faithful.
Man.
Therefore he assured him by another that he would bless the nations in his seed, and that he would multiply him as the dust of the earth.
That's the promise that the Lord has kept. and will keep to his friend Abraham, our forefather.
And exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river to the utmost part of the land. With Isaac did he establish likewise for Abraham his father's sake the blessing of all men in the covenant. He made it rest upon the head of Jacob. He acknowledged him in his blessing. He gave him inheritance. He divided his portions. Among the 12 tribes did he part them.
Man, is that
Selah.
Selah. Now there's a point where it talks about Adam and Enoch. No men like them. We gonna,
That's 49 and 14.
That's it. This whole lesson was about Enoch, our forefathers, the Son of God.
Mark 49:14. But upon the earth was no man created like Enoch, where he was taken from the earth. Neither was there a man born like unto Joseph, the governor of his brethren.
Now that's beautiful, because who's going to be like Joseph unto us? Yahushua. He's going to be a stay of his brethren. He's going to be a ruler over his brethren, just like Joseph was.
The governor of his brethren, a stay of the people.
It's going to be a stay of the tribes. They're going to be under Yahushua.
Whose bones were regarded of the Lord.
Now, Joseph's bones were regarded, but the Lord's bones were not broken. So how about that?
Shem and Seth were in great honor among men.
Shem and Seth. Now, these are two men that the line of the righteous is going to go through.
And so is Adam above every living thing in the creation.
And so is Adam above every living thing in creation. And we know who Adam is. Who is that? Yahushua. And you can get that in Luke, the 3rd chapter, where it goes through his lineage. And it says Adam, the son of God. Yahushua. There it is. So, hey, brothers, got any closing words? Yeah, with that, and giving all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
Giving double honors unto our apostles, our elders, our teachers, a great millstone that are ruling well. Continue to do so. Salutations, peace, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the house of David. Those when you were edified with this lesson. Salutations, peace, and blessings unto you believers, listeners. With that, Lord, when you've been edified, till the next time we say
Shalom, DTA, above. Yeah!
Hold on. We gonna get this work.